Boom. There we go. All right. Guess I'll get going. Let me just dealing with a couple little things here. All right. How's it going, everybody? I'm going back a little bit to college hoops. But I had been kind of doing some graphical stuff and checking out a different kind of reborn mod for college hoops, 2K8. This is actually the PS2 version of the game. And there's a lot to it that I actually quite like. Most namely, just kind of the ability to like edit schools and edit each player much easier when it comes to, you know, putting in like different logos and everything like that. So I figured, if anything, just try out the legacy here, because I've done a little bit with it. I played a little bit of stuff with it as far as the gameplay is concerned, which is a little bit worse off than the PS3 version, but really not that bad. And then, you know, like I said, it's a little bit different, and I think it'll be pretty good. A lot of the management aspects of it are still pretty on the nose with, you know, kind of how the PS3 version is. So yeah, we'll be able to do a career mode as well here. We'll go ahead and kind of do all that. Customize conferences. I don't think I'm going to be customizing any conferences. I think you can only do it like on the first thing here. But nonetheless, by the way, because I think I've shown this before, this is kind of my own little edit of the College Hoops 2K Reborn mod for PS2. I could probably hit the button here, kind of show you what it would normally look like if you were doing this. But yeah, as you can see, there's been, you know, a few improvements at least graphically. It is still just a PS2 game. I'm mostly just sort of creating. Let's see here. I'm not even gonna really. Cole sounds like a name. Let's see here. Cole Valentine actually sounds. That sounds like a. There you go. That sounds like a younger guy's name. We'll put him at like 30. Skinny, thick. Oh boy. We'll just do like normal. Let me see here. We'll just do that. We'll give him. We could give him a nice. Suit. Nice suit might be good, but I don't know. A sweater might be interesting. Those low poly pants. Is that how it is normally in the game? Yeah, those low poly pants and low poly sweater. That's all right. We'll do that. We'll try to find. I think there are a few. Yeah, you can see there's a few in this mod that the original author of this put in some like HD faces. I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could throw in like an HD face myself. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't mind. That. That looks fine. Do I want glasses? Probably not. We won't do that. Get my VIP profile there. And as you would traditionally, just put everything into charisma, because that's just all you do. You don't have to worry about most anything else. You just need to be able to recruit some decent guys here. That's the whole deal here. Now, I did go through. So this is part of the Reborn mod where I don't know if the PS3 version has a lot of the I don't know if they have a lot of the name changes and stuff like that, but because of the PS2 version being so simple to do that, we actually get a lot of the newer teams that are in here, like Omaha didn't exist and all that. So it's kind of nice to have that, and I know it replaced some teams like Maryland Eastern Shore, like UMass Lowell replacing Howard. So there's a few here. You're part of the Reborn team? Nice. So let's see. Question. I know you cover sports games. Do you have plans to cover the news of the United Football League? The Spring League might be looking into making a video game. I mean, I don't really do videos about the news of it, but I did read about it. And like any football game, realistically, I'll believe it when I see it, because I've had a healthy amount of not criticism, but skepticism when it comes to football games anymore. I would imagine it might already be. By the way, I think I'm going to end up picking SC Upstate. There was a point, because I was kind of looking through this last night. There was a point I was going to use the Citadel, because the Citadel is actually last year did a little bit worse than SC Upstate. But for some reason, even though it's listed as like McAllister Fieldhouse and all that, for some reason it just does Drake's Arena, and I don't know why. So I'll just kind of bypass that. I would assume they would make a game that's already been done. But yeah, it just my general feeling with that is I'll believe it when I see it, just because, you know, I remember a lot of these games that end up being abandonware or vaporware, I guess. Because abandonware means it actually got released and then they abandoned it, but vaporware a little bit more. Hype about college basketball coming out. Slightly less, because I know that whatever they're doing is not going to be this 300 plus. It's not going to be a full thing. They might do that in the future, but once again, it's a part of I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, because I think it's only like 16 teams next year. So it's like, yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. So I wanted a scout, so we'll do a scout, and I kind of want, like, I kind of considered a better scout, but also that C- ambition means they're not going to get better. So I'm thinking this is relatively okay. With an A ambition means they should get quite a bit better. So I think I'll go with Padilla and Cooper on that one. Look at how awful we are. We don't get a single, what is this? We don't have a single home game until January 10th. I was going to say 12th. No, 10th. Good Lord. Okay. Utah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Cincinnati, we're probably okay. So we're gonna have to throw in some games here. We'll throw in a couple games before then. What would be? Yeah, no home games. That's how bad we are. Issues PS3 trying to add in teams after 2007 was kind of a big mess. PS2 is way more simple. I think that's one of the things, and trust me, I really enjoy the work that the PS3 version has done. I ended up having my Kansas City save corrupted, which is kind of why I decided to do something like this, because it's literally so easy, and then replacement. Like I'm already like well versed on the whole replacement textures for PS2. So this is like my wheelhouse. In fact, a lot of this isn't actually what was like a lot of the text and stuff, but yeah, I redid some stuff kind of for my own personal tastes as far as the PS2 version of Reborn. Let me see here. 68, 68. So Idaho State, maybe 67, Northern Colorado. Let's see if maybe Northern Colorado. Let's move this on back to like the 10th. Team date may be in conflict. All right, we'll move forward to like the 17th. Oh my Lord. 20th. Hey, it's a home game. All right, cool. But yeah, as I've been playing the PS2 version of College Hoops 2K8, I'm just like, realistically, and I know this will probably be a hot take, really not that much worse than NCAA Basketball 10. You know, I would say it's a little bit worse, obviously, than the PS3 version of 2K8, but man, not really that much worse than NCAA Basketball 10. EA's basketball games were not tremendous at this time. They were very That's my own personal feeling. Bethune-Cookman is a 64. North Alabama, Omaha, which I think, honestly, I would have picked Omaha, but Omaha in real life just won like their conference championship. So I think just because they took over Maryland Eastern Shore is why they're so bad. Can we get maybe Seattle? I think we can get Seattle. Let's move this back to like the 10th. Yeah, we can get Seattle. Let me see here. What can we do between the 1st and the 18th? We can add some teams. WAC Summit. Summit's probably got somebody we can face. North Dakota State, South Dakota State. Okay. Kansas City. I'm gonna try South Dakota State. Let's see here. 14th. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's try to get another game in between the 1st and 14th. Let's see. Horizon. I mean, it's obviously not gonna be Butler, but maybe there's somebody here. Wright State, Youngstown State. Move that to like the 9th. All right, they want that away. That's fine. PS2 is what we're working on until doing the PS3 version. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know it's a little bit worse, but I think I'm probably okay with the PS2 version, honestly. I'll still play the PS3 version. You know, I still keep up on the Reborn stuff for PS3, but yeah, I can imagine this being worked on for the most part because the PS3 architecture had just been so hard to crack forever. SMU 74 is not okay. We're not playing Iowa State though. They are way too good. We're not playing Cal Baptist either. We're gonna try to keep this relatively where we should be at. So let's do something at like the 15th or something of November. Can we go back? We'll try Bethune-Cookman on like the 15th. No, 18th. Okay. Let's see. 20th, 24th, 1st, and maybe something between the 1st and the 9th. Maybe something on like the 5th or 6th. And Metro Atlantic's probably got some teams. Not a lot. Not a lot. Best we got is Canisius. We'll do like the 6th. And we're not even going to be good enough to bring him in. Holy shit. Okay. Game Breaker and NCAA Final Four. Game Breaker was something that I honestly was like kind of looking at, like, because I don't think I have it downloaded. I think I'd have to go and download it. But yeah, NCAA, yeah, no. NCAA 10 just feels terrible to play compared to 2K. That's my personal feeling, and this really doesn't feel any worse than. This really doesn't feel any worse than. Okay, I think I could do that, and then I'll swap North Colorado. All right, so we'll still. I'll take that, and then we'll try to get a home game. I think before, maybe right before Christmas. I'm on another Discord service. I'm talking to. Oh my lord. Made it to afford the issues. Whoever made it doesn't extract. Made a lot of changes. Yeah, PS2 is just the PS3 version. Yeah, SWAC has got to have some people. Yeah, Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Alcorn State, Grambling. I think for the legacy of it, we got to do some Grambling. We'll do like the 28th. There you go. Let's see. Crazy Hell. It started because the person was mad the women's blood and guns went last. It's crazy how wrestling gets to people. Oh my god. I love when people are just kind of schizo out on for whatever ungodly reason with wrestling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 2 more games. You know what? Let's throw in a season tourney. This is gonna kill us probably. It's probably not a good idea, honestly. I think whoever's hosting a tourney is just gonna end us. Let's see how far into November we can get here. Game Breaker, just to take some time to learn how it works. Once you learn it, yeah, isn't it kind of sort of like 2K5, where isn't the button press, like, aren't the button presses like pressure sensitive, if I remember right? I think that was a big part of it. FDU, Long Island. I want to see what Long Island looks like. That was one of the big issues, I think, with the PS3 version, is because the Long Island is because it became I think that was one of the big issues with the PS3 version, is Long Island changing from the Blackbirds, I think it was, to the Sharks. I think that was an issue. I didn't even realize that they had changed all the way to the Sharks. Let me see. When should I put this? 1st, 6th, 9th, 14th, 18th, 28th. Hit the bottom of the controller is not all automatic. Okay. Let's try something right at the tail end of November. Let's try an Ivy League team. Harvard, Penn, Princeton. We could do Princeton, but I'm thinking Penn. And we'll do like the 20. Oh, Lord. What about, all right, we can do Princeton. Man, they are already like on that. All right. And then swap home away for. How about Bethune-Cookman? So, yeah, I mean, that still gives us like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 home games. Not tremendous compared to 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got 6 and 6. That doesn't seem right. Is it? Yeah, we got 6 and 6. I think I'm okay with that. That should give us 28 games. All right. So yeah, I think that'd be good. Those are teams that we could definitely be semi-competitive, I think, against. So we'll go ahead and utilize that. Email. Spammers. Okay. Join the organization. We're thankful for that. Bunch of hints for legacy mode. I know how to play the game, so I'm just going to delete all that. Let me just save the legacy real quick. Here we go. I didn't realize how much space I had already taken up. I ended up making up a whole new oh, why did I we'll just put stream. I usually put Twitch, but I don't have Twitch. I mean, I do have Twitch, but it's not just Twitch anymore. There we go. Rosters next year are probably going to be confusing. St. Francis, PA is going D3. SFNY aren't a D1 school anymore. 2022 PS3. LIU is a goofy rebrand. I think that's just real life there, goofy rebrand. Okay, let's do this. Try some recruiting. I kind of wonder how well the world stuff works, because that is not quite a cheat code, but it's definitely helpful. So I think I'll try a couple 3 stars here. Shooting guards. I should probably see who my guys are gonna be. Point guard, shooting guard. All right, point guard and shooting guard. Rest of you guys ain't going pro, so you're not leaving. So what's the gimmick here for this legacy? Not really anything other than the fact that it's actually on the PS2 version rather than what everybody else kind of plays, which is the PS3 version. All right, so let's take a chance here. I need to redo these icons as well. Let's see. Yeah, we'll phone the recruit. There. Have Dia request the game tape. He'll send an email. We'll add him to the target list. I think I need to do the deal there for that. Tiero. It's kind of crazy how even the PS2 version of the game, though, has a lot of the, minus the, I don't think they have the ABL, but aside from the ABL, they're a little high for, some people are going to be going on after them, I bet. Should we just try to take a 5-star or a 1-star while we're at it? Probably not the best, but whoops. Request the game tape. There we go. We'll throw them on there. 40. Yeah, we got the time to at least talk to them. There we go. Whoops, that's not what I want. Add to target list. Let me see who might actually have like decent interest in us. Couple 2 stars, replacement shooting guards. 1-star senior. We'll at least do some emails there. Game tape. Did they not? I'm trying to think about it because I've done years of it, and it kind of surprised me when I actually got emails about the game tape and actually going to games. I feel like that's something they hid away in PS3. Like they didn't make a like in the PS3 versions. I don't think they did that. I never saw like an email that just kind of popped up like when you did this, like when you went to their card. That's when you could see like the notes and stuff. I don't think they actually had that in the PS3 version, like it being like a separate email. Let's request a game tape. We'll throw them on the target list, but what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to visit the recruit at home with some points here. I'm going to do a home visit with him. Let me see here. We can scout the recruit game. Yeah, we'll take a look at, let's see, 90 points on that. I don't know how many people I'm going to be going after, honestly. Maybe try some 3 stars, see who we got here. Well, it's not going to show anybody, is it? 57 is a good chance. I feel like I should really go the low end on the 3 stars here. Can I get a bigger guy too? I'd love some size. 6'10" small forward. What the I think I got I think I have a center that's shorter than that. Yeah, we'll talk to him. Add to the target list there. Shooting guard, shooting guard. There's a 3-star center. 7-1. I wonder if they're about as broken in this game as they are in the PS3 version. We're going to visit the recruit at home. That's going to be a big chunk of our time here. What about this guy? We don't have enough points for much of anything left at that point. We'll keep some other people, I think, in our pocket. 6-foot shooting guard. Send them some emails. Get some game tape on them. People who we may or may not actually be able to utilize. 6'10" center. Number 48 center. I have a bad feeling we're not going to get them if I were to do that. So we'll throw that on there. 62. Number 99 shooting guard. 72 star. I'll take a chance here. At least have some potential backups, I think. All right, we're going to manage the target list real quick. So I've kind of taken, I think it's, who's the guy? All right. I don't want to move. Yeah, I don't want to move him all the way down. So we can talk to these guys more than the world guys. Games scouted. 6'10" small forward. Let's move him up. Oops. And then there was one more. Was there one more guy that I was looking at? 3-star shooting guard. Let me move him up. There we go. All right. I think we're good with that. All right. So we got our recruits. Next few weeks worth of tasks on the calendar screen. Use the daily view. Blah, 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 blah. Gotcha. We got some stuff here. Let me make sure red shirts. I don't know if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 dudes, so I don't think we're going to be redshirting anybody, I don't think. We could probably redshirt a power forward. We got so many power forwards, but we really don't have any small forwards, so... you know what? We'll take the 6'9 guy, 6'9 junior. You know what? We'll take the red shirt off. We'll do the 6'7 freshman. We'll redshirt him. We'll try to run with 10. That's not a ton of people, but should be something. And we're pretty much good there. So we'll just sim through that. Yeah, I'm not really doing the Midnight Madness. Sports season preview show? No, because we're not going to be a part of that. Let me take a look at emails. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. Paper matchup pretty evenly with Seattle. Neither team, their overall rating is only a 66, so that's fine. Paper pretty evenly with Long Island. That's fine. Getting playing time. Getting playing time. It's a lot of D's, some C's, close to home. All right. Honestly, this is probably why they just don't do all of this, because this is probably also quite a bit to deal with. Because for the most part, we'll sim today here. Let's take a look at our recruiting real quick. Take a look at our targets. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. See, that's the one downside with the skin here is I can't really see much. It's very hard to see the bars. But that is a lot closer than I thought. I think I can maybe make this work. Maybe. That's real close on that. Yeah, we could still get in the fight with that. All right, what do we got here with Murphy? Is he a lost cause? He's not quite a lost cause, I don't think. Get the assistants to talk to him. That's we can make something happen with that, I think. All right, let me see here. No one's still talking to the world people, so we can spend the points on that. Have the assistants email them. I'll make the phone call. Here we go. Phone call, email. All right. So now we go back to, oh, no one's wanting him. 2-star. Okay. That looks close. That's very close. So 6'10" guy. No, that's a world guy. And no one's going after him. That shooting guard, 2-star shooting guard. It's probably good to talk to. At least to get the emails flying out for that. No one's talking to him. It's 9. Number 10. That's... Let me see. What's number 11 look like? Probably a lost cause. We'll remove him from the target list. And we talk to him. We'll keep an eye on these other guys here. We won't straight up abandon them just yet. I think some of these we're definitely behind on some of these, but could happen. It could happen. So we'll go ahead. We got that taken care of. I'm gonna save real quick because I don't think it auto saves any of that. So looking for a copy on PS3 for a while. Yeah, I feel like it's gone down a little bit in price, I think, but especially once they announce some of the college basketball stuff. But I don't think it's gonna be much more than I would like it to probably be more than what it's gonna be. All right, so 68. We're technically better than them, so that's good. All right, 68. That's not bad. And we're at home. Everything's good there. Make sure. Why is it saying Albany? Oh, did it screw me up with this? Am I gonna be having to play in Albany at home the whole time? That's not gonna be good. See, I specifically tried to make sure that it wasn't a problem. And I think it's gonna be a problem. Why does the PS2 version do this to me? Oh, this is dumb. Why is this happening? I wanted to be at home. Maybe it's just one little off thing. Oop, oop. Come on, get her in there. Oh my God. What the hell? Already not a tremendous start. All right. I got to say, the pick and rolls in this game, I thought the PS3 versions were bad. The pick and rolls in the PS2 version of the game somehow a bit worse. I could deal with it, but yeah, it's somehow ended up with an even worse version of the pick. Oh my God, why do you do that? Why didn't he just? I thought he was going to lay it up. He didn't go. Failure to score. Yeah, it's something. Why were you double teaming the guy? Okay, so this is your guy. Still 50 bones. What NBA have you been playing the most? 2K25. I think I've got a couple hundred hours on that. Everything offline. I did a whole bunch of work on like an actual a promotion relegation mod with 36 teams. That was something that I made for myself. Something that I thought I could probably do some sort of maybe some sort of little mini series with it, even if it's just like not streamed, but maybe not even streamed, but like YouTube videos, make like something edited for it. There we go. You know, one of the things I tried to do was replace textures on the crowd, because obviously the crowd very low poly, and I was able to do it, but just the architecture of how they just kind of the architecture of how they do the PS2 emulation. They basically make new textures. They don't just make new textures like, you know, for the animations and all that. Like that I could deal with, but they don't change the texture animations, or they change the textures each time you like load into the game. That includes like turning on and off the textures. Like if I turned off the textures and then turned it back on, that will reload all the textures for the crowd, which makes it pretty much impossible at that point to actually be able to mod the crowd, unfortunately. Was really hoping that I'd be able to do something with that. I was looking into that, but yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of the same way with like any EA Sports game on the PS2. When it comes to like fonts, when it comes to any of the text, whatever way the PS2 architecture did it, for EA Sports games. Why did I do that? For EA Sports games, it just consistently reloads the text. So it makes it kind of impossible to mod it, which is why like NCAA Next, any of the NCAA football like Next stuff doesn't do any of the text. Because that's just whatever thing that they did originally with the to put the text in the game just makes it impossible to mod. And also why I prefer to use the GameCube version of Madden 08 when I was doing some mod work with that, because for some reason it was fine on it's kind of fine to do on GameCube games. Like the GameCube versions of EA Sports games were fine with that. It didn't consistently reload new fonts for everything. So you could actually do modding with that. Also, one of the things that I looked at with in regards to NCAA football was NCAA football 2005 because I basically was like, hey, I could do a little bit more texture modding on a GameCube for 2005 than you can on 2006. Unfortunately, I think just whatever another strange thing with some of that modding stuff is that NCAA games, I found out, do not for some reason really work well as far as like trying to do roster mods. Because I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, why doesn't any of the stuff really work? And yeah, you have to have either like an NCAA Next modded ISO, or you have to have like a specific file to be able to do in the NCAA football games what you can do for Madden as far as using the Extreme database editor is concerned. Which is kind of sad because, you know, it's like, oh, I could deal with, you know, having it mostly be college stuff to be able to use, you know, some of the stuff in NCAA football as opposed to Madden. But unfortunately, that's just one of the things where I don't think they have like a next version of NCAA football 2005. That would be nice. Or at least like some sort of modded ISO. Oh, come on. Some sort of modded ISO where you could actually do proper roster editing on it. Stuck on 2K17. You've been playing it for so long now. I was stuck for the longest time. Was it on that? I really didn't even play 2K22 all that much because I stuck with 2K22 after you know, they weren't bringing the new gen stuff to PC, and then I finally got around to getting 2K25 because they added all the current gen stuff to PC, and I think I'll be sticking to 25 for right now because just a weird combination of they had a lot of really cool mods that for right now are not available in 2K26 because some of the architecture has changed on that. And then I started figuring out how to do like logos and maybe mod some of the arenas and such in the game. So I'm kind of stuck in that for right now, which I'm fine with because some of the like create a player overhauls and create a team overhauls that they did for the game are really good. And also monetarily, I get to be, you know, I'm pretty well in on that as well. Oh god, oh, that's gonna be bad. I should have just tried to pass out. You find the shooting is better than 2020 and some of the ones after that. I think so. I've seen a lot of people really crap on 2K25 for how slow it is. I personally don't mind it. I know there's a lot of people who talk way big crap on 2K25, and fair enough, but also I'm pretty okay with it. I've been pretty okay with it for the most part, so I don't really mind all that much. It's kind of like the new NHL. Like, oh damn it, the new NHL, the NHL 26 is definitely probably worse than really any of the Ignite Engine NHLs up to like 21. But I think all the customization stuff they add in is worth it. And then I've got some sliders that make it feel a lot nicer. And if you really slow the game down, it actually feels pretty okay. No foul. So yeah, I'm over 200 hours on 2K25, and I'll probably still put more into it, and then maybe do like a series and stuff on it. Yeah, once I got all the little mods to make things better in the game, including like scoreboards and all that, and I think I'm gonna stick to that just because now. Like, at least with 2K25, there was a lot of people who didn't do a lot of the Modium stuff. But now, like, everybody does Modium for 2K26. And I could probably download it and utilize it, but on principle, I'm really kind of against. I'm not even big on paid mods, but I do realize for NBA 2K, like, it's just a reality, unfortunately. So unless I want to stick with 2K14, and even then, like, the people who are still working on 2K14 are like generally in the Philippines. I think now, I think it's mostly Filipinos who are working on it, because it's one of the last big ones that work on, I think, a lot of the architecture that they use. Well, I'm not saying that it's like old, but it still works in on much older computers. I'm not big on paying for mods, but I do understand it kind of being a reality. So I've spent some money on mods because a lot of the overhaul stuff was pretty good. But when you add in, it's my own personal feeling is when you add in DLC to mods, it's really what got me out of buying WWE 2K for a long time. Like I think I had 2K17 for the PS, or not PS, 2K17 for the PC, and I don't think I got around really to, I think I bought 2K20 maybe. But I really didn't, I think I bought 2K23 on sale, and I didn't really get around to playing 2K again, like WWE 2K, until this year. And it's still just as bad, if not worse, honestly. But I feel like there's a lot of people who start to feel the greed of 2K as far as the PC compared to console. And there's still that kind of stuff, but that really turned me off from doing any sort of mod stuff with PC version of. Let's continue to do defense. Any of the PC mod stuff for WWE 2K. Madden has been that way forever as well. Yeah, problem with NHL just feels so stagnant. Yeah, it's the only, I don't know, once again, it's probably an RPCS3 thing as far as that's concerned. It's probably bro, you were right there. You were right there. Why did you not even, you didn't even jump. You didn't even try. You just stood there. What is wrong with you? No, I'm not saving that. There we go. Subbed to you for so long. Haven't seen your visit forever. Watched every episode of your Gremlin Legacy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Also makes me feel old to hear, like, you were my childhood. But then again, yeah, I have been around for like 12 years. We're coming up on 12 years, I think, officially, when I did like my first Homefront video. It was right around this time. I think it was early November 2013, I think. Let's see. Oh, damn it. I thought I'd be able to make that happen. Yeah, NHL has really been stagnant, but I think some of the custom league stuff that they've added in is pretty cool. One of the things that I wish at this point that they added in is, because I know they have them, because they use them for AHL. You can make an AHL expansion team with it. The junior stadiums, the junior arenas, as well as the like local arenas and the minor league arenas. Like, they have them in game. They're there. You can use them in an expansion AHL franchise, but for some reason they don't allow you to do it for like any of the other teams. Like, when you create a team, you can't utilize it. It's there. You can use it. It's a very specific use case. And I'm just hoping there's a certain point where they just kind of give up enough, because I feel like that's kind of how this happened with some of the, well, I guess 2K7 for PS3 had the changing of school names and all that, but I feel like that's kind of maybe not given up, but just kind of stop caring so much and just allow you to customize stuff. Yeah, what was kind of one of the things that I considered for my channel was because I saw 2K25 has the ability to random make a wrestler, like basically just hit a button and make a wrestler. And I was like, oh my God, these are all like local tier wrestlers. You can almost make like your own little like local promotion out of just the randomized wrestlers. Tweak them just a little bit, give them a fun name. Something that I considered just to see what I could get out of the randomize button for 2K25. Got it. Let's go. There for the heartbreaks against Florida and Texas that you dominated. Yeah, that was something. Hopefully I don't have too many heartbreaks. Especially if I keep playing at this. Hopefully I'll actually be able to play at SC Upstate. I don't know why. Literally the last time when I did this on my own last night, I was able to play at SC Upstate. I don't know why I'm not able to now. God damn. Is that dog on the logo? Yeah, it's what are they? They're not the Retrievers. They're like the Albany Great Danes, I think is what they are. Started coaching Iowa State. You commented that you could swap jerseys. Oh yeah, which is even nicer in the PS2 version if I decide to keep doing this, because I could swap jerseys, but realistically I could just make them on my own. Come on, please, thank you. Yeah, put your city anywhere you want. To be fair, the way that I did my custom teams when I did my whole custom league, because I wanted it to kind of look like it does here, where like half the seats are empty, I literally moved everybody. I moved everybody in my upper league to El Paso, Texas. So you have 20 teams in El Paso, Texas, and everyone in my lower league team is out of Anchorage. And that really affects the that really helps bring the attendance down, and it looks the way I want it to look. Let's do shot selection, I think. I have considered getting the new Madden just to see how like Madden Unlocked works. I don't know how modding works with Madden anymore. And honestly, I might not even have to consider it, because Maximum Football's got their legacy mode coming out, and for a lot of the people who don't like how Maximum Football plays, I don't mind it. You know, I could pretty much stick with either that or keep playing Madden 08. I'm good either way. Where's the 3 in the key? Where's the whistle? This is some modern NBA shit. MLB The Bigs 2 character also named the Hitman. Oh man. Hope you've been good. I have been good. It's been pretty good for me. Yeah, I was like, where was I when I first started doing this? Was I still in my? I think I was still in my little thin-walled one-bedroom apartment at the time. I think that's where I started it at. Well, I think I technically started in my little mouse-infested 2-bedroom apartment that I was sharing. Man, those apartments when I first started was something. Yeah, I actually drove by it recently, and I had I think I was with my dad, because I went and took him to lunch this weekend, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you stayed at those apartments." I'm like, "Yep." He's like, "Do you miss those?" I'm like, I didn't mind the layout and everything, but the walls were way too thin. Like, I could hear the TV of my neighbors in my bedroom. It was not great. Worst part, where's the meter? Like the 6-man meter? I believe the 6-man meter is here. I think just the way the modding, well, it doesn't even show it. Yeah, I think just the way the coloring on some of the mod stuff here that was made ends up taking a lot of the color out of there's still a bit of a 6-man meter there, and there's a stamina meter, but also that was taken. I feel like I need to figure out what all gets affected by that stamina meter. That stamina meter would be nice to have as well. Are the long-form WMA videos done now? Not right now. I'm still at least going to finish out the year, and then at that point I might do something else. I always kind of wanted to do like a professional fight league type thing. I don't know how well it would work. trying to do a PFL style promotion. But we'll see. I feel like I'm probably not going to stop doing MMA, WMMA, but I might, like I said, I might change up what I do. EA do anything with those? Yeah, EA doesn't do anything with people in mind. Who knows? Maybe the Saudis will. we need to get the Saudi prince into customizing sports games, and then we'll get some of that stuff and we'll be able to have some cool stuff. Maximum Bad is just janky, crashes like mad. Yeah, I haven't had crashes yet. The one thing I've noticed is that it really chugs my PC. Like I feel like it's very unoptimized. And I made sure, like, I had to go into my NVIDIA settings to make sure that it doesn't try to go above what my monitor already does, and I think that helped. But my room definitely gets real warm because I can hear the computer going when I play Maximum Football. I feel no other game, and I have had some I've had some games that have I could take a long two. There you go. I've had some games that look very, very nice, but they don't chug nearly as bad as Maximum Football chugs. Any plans to start up a new legacy? Yeah, I think if people like this, I'll definitely keep this going. I'm wondering about that. Like, I'm very hesitant about it because I know that this is the PS2 version and most people play the PS3 version. I'm hoping that there's kind of like some stuff in here that maybe with some of the teams or being able to change some stuff in here, and the fact that the gameplay really isn't that much worse than the PS3 version, but still has like all the little legacy things in here that make the 2K8 legacy mode really good, that maybe I could stick with this, and then it allows me a little bit more creativity almost in there's no way. Yeah, you should be. What are you? Should be able to have maybe a little bit more creativity because, like I said, changing uniforms in this game isn't. It's literally as easy as like just being able to have the just knowing how to use Photoshop, and then we'll just take along. It's really just as much as knowing how to use Photoshop and being able to make a jersey, which I've already learned how to do that. So easy peasy for me. It would be nice to have some names. I wonder if I should put some fake names in here. I wonder if I should do that. It'd be nice to probably. I should dump the number files too. Have a bit more green file for that. I think dumping the number files would be good too. The good news is there's not a ton of numbers. It's like what 1 through 10. Sorry, 1 through 15, and then like 20 through 25, 30 through 35. Realistically, it skips like the mid to high teens and the mid to high 20s and 30s and 40s, and then it stops at like 55. So there's not nearly as many numbers as as I would have to actually dump for it. There you go. Up. Hey, we got a whistle. Trying on PC, PS5 just not worth the effort. Yeah, it's I'm actually kind of excited for December 9th to see what the because a lot of the stuff that like there's a lot more customization options in Maximum Football's Legacy or franchise than I thought there was going to be. Like I saw the deep dive and I'm like, okay, this is good. Like if they get the gameplay a little less janky, they got themselves a really good possible game here. And so I'll at least support that, and I don't have to pay any money because I already went and bought into the like franchise mode edition or the legend mode or whatever it is, the $40 one that already gets me like unlimited tickets, so I'm not having to worry about tickets or anything for franchise. I could just jump right in. Wonder if this database editor you can rewind and time the extended amount of years you can play with with NCAA Next. Can you rewind it? To be honest, I mean, it would be a bit of work, but I mean, you probably just. I don't think there's a database editor, but you would just have to probably edit a lot of stuff yourself. There was a point where I slightly considered playing 2K7 as well because I you know, a lot of 2K7 stuff on PS3 looked pretty good too. I had never played 2K7 before. Like, I don't remember what I played before College Hoops 2K8. It was probably not even a PS2 game at all. I think as far as like college basketball is concerned, I feel like before 2K8 I might have played like one of the March Madness games, but I really don't think I played anything on like the PS2, GameCube. Well, GameCube didn't really have anything as far as college basketball games are concerned. Why is that always happening? So, yeah, this is as far as college basketball is concerned. 2K8 and NCAA Basketball 10 are mostly what I know. So, slight glitches in the PS2 version I've seen with that. Not terrible though. All right, big man. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, just leave him open. So yeah, I'll have to see. I've been hitting the different glitches where. Why is that a thing? I've been hitting the different glitches where in Maximum Football where for some reason it just drops your logo. So I'm wondering if I maybe have to just wait a few weeks, which I'm fine with at this point because there was a point where I wanted some of the stuff. I wanted some of the gear and stuff, but I'm just like, you know what? There's enough here. I'm not really super invested in the gear to unlock with like season pass and stuff. So I opened the game up a little bit, but I'm probably not really going to be going super hard on it for this season until the 9th. No foul on that one. All right. Yeah, GameCube got shafted. Especially considering that was a point where GameCube really wasn't underpowered, I don't think. Well, maybe the mini disc might have been one of the biggest issues, but I mean, it wasn't really that much. It's not like the Wii. It wasn't like the Wii where they had to basically make a whole new version of Madden to incorporate the Wiimote, which they really didn't have to incorporate the Wiimote. It's the biggest shame because some of the like NCAA Football 09 on the Wii, I think is actually quite good, and a lot of the presentation in it is pretty okay. But this was at a point where all of that had like that all play crap, and they literally didn't put in like classic controller controls until Madden 12, and by that point it was like Madden 12 on the Wii was very and that's a shame because if they did it for Madden 07 and Madden 08 on the Wii would probably be like the perfect version because it still had a lot of the gameplay of like the GameCube PS2 version, but then had some of the presentation aspects of like the 360 PS3 version. Still wasn't like right on par with it, but they did a little bit more than they did for the PS2 GameCube versions. Janky bespoke Wii games. Yeah. I had been looking. I had spent probably longer than I ever should have trying to figure out doing some of the nunchuck movements on a stick, and I almost got it. I almost got to the point. Like, it literally about the only thing that became an issue was trying to do the Wiimote swing up and swing down for kicks. That was pretty much the one spot that was that for some reason just it wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. They're kind of catching up. I feel like we had a bigger lead. I feel like we had like at least a 10-point lead, a double-digit lead. Mini disc, somehow they all fit NASCAR 05, but Tiger 05 took 2, yeah. Which is funny because Tiger 06 only took 1. Tiger 05 took 2, but for some reason they figured it out the following year. Ah, damn it. All right. I just need to... I think I need to do more pick and rolls. More janky pick and rolls. I feel like the post game, they do the backing down in the post, but it still feels almost non-existent. I can't figure out... I don't know if they even have an anim... I'm pretty sure they have a post move, like a post spin animation, and for some reason I've never been able to get it to work. I'm pretty sure it exists, because I'm pretty sure I've seen the CPU do it, but for some reason I've just not been able to make it happen. Is this an NCAA tournament game? No, this is just a regular season game. Yeah, it's... I don't know what happened with the game deciding, because like I said, I did this, and for some reason when I did this last night, I didn't have a problem playing where I'm supposed to play. And then for some reason I'm here on stream and it's like, you want to play in Albany? It's like, can I change that? No, I don't know why it's forcing me to play in Albany at home. Hopefully it's just a one game thing. I don't know. It'd be a real shame if it isn't. Skip pass, right side. Cross court. There we go. Come on. You know what I also saw? It was because I'll usually, especially now, get like different like sports game video essays, and honestly, I never even knew if it was ever super popular enough or enough people cared. But someone made a Big Ant Studios documentary, and I didn't realize that they've been around as long as they have. But yeah, someone did a documentary. They did like their own little video essay on Big Ant Studios and just how insanely mediocre they've been. And I know they've had like a couple of like cricket games that were good, but then generally every other game, like any of their rugby games or AFL level games, and like. Because I played their college lacrosse game, the Casey Powell College Lacrosse was Big Ant, and it was okay. I feel like that's a good way to describe them. You know, they say mediocre or bad. I just say they're okay. Once again, I wonder what would happen if they did like more American sports, because like there was a point in time where they almost were going to do that oh god, what was it called? It turned into vaporware. Gridiron Champions. There was a point in time where they offered their services for Gridiron Champions, and I'd almost would love to know what would happen if that wasn't basically a scam. And they actually did come up with the $2.5 million to give to Big Ant to do a college football game. Because visually it probably would have looked all right, but it probably would have played even worse than what Maximum Football plays like right now. And it probably would have played worse than what Maximum Football played like when it first came out of early access. Matter of timing. Yeah, that was I did just see another one. About what was it? Final Four 2001. I did not realize just at that point just how bad. Like, you look at this game as far as college basketball on the PS2, and man, seeing the stuff that was for like Final Four 2001, the first ever PS2 college basketball game period, was just wow. That looked like a bad game. Probably played worse than it probably would have played worse than it probably would have played like on par than like Axis 16 or 17 when I first started getting into it. And even then, like, 26 is all right. That's the thing too. I've been changing it. Did that do anything? Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. I think I've resigned myself after Axis Football 26 that there's a certain level to how the game's going to... It's kind of like TEW. Like, at this point, you just kind of know that TEW is probably always going to be on Visual Basic until they literally can't anymore, and then we just might not get another TEW game. And I think Axis Football is kind of the same way, where there's a lot of really cool things that they've added, and Danny does a very good job of listening to people and adding stuff in. And they do add a lot of really cool stuff. Like, they added Play Editor this year, like an actual playmaker, which I'm really surprised they just haven't done that at all in any new Madden. Yeah, it's like it actually looks really cool. But, you know, it is what it is. It plays very stiff, but, you know, I'm just kind of used to the fact that it's going to be like that. Somehow today, years old, and we found out Big Ant did a tennis game. Apparently the AO tennis games. Yeah, they did the AO tennis games. I think they did something else too. But I think the AO tennis games are not bad, not mediocre, but okay. Like, they're on the spectrum of okay, which to them is like a top 5 game. I also found it wasn't until I watched that video like a couple days ago on Big Ant that they were the ones who did Sprint Cars 2 for the PS2. That's not a good... I feel like that's not a good start for a... that's not a good start. It's a very unfortunate start for a dev, is having to do a beloved PS2 racing game and you have to follow Ratbag. Like, if anyone's ever played why is this a thing? If you've ever played any of the Ratbag like sprint car games, they are godly. They're definitely older now, but they actually still play pretty decently. But like, Ratbag games at that time in the early 2000s was kind of like Codemasters in the late 2000s, early 2010s, where it was like, okay, if their name's on it, it's going to be a pretty damn good game. AO tennis overwhelmingly decent. I feel like I could probably... Oh, damn it. If I like tennis a little bit more, I probably would even get... Because I think it's on sale on Steam even right now. If I like tennis enough to do that. I hate the fact that I am just not figuring out how to put ball in hoop when I'm underneath the hoop, though. I feel like that's the thing that's really making it... the way that it is. Look, I'm gonna not. Hey, for some reason it made it in. TW9 is great. Either Adam needs to move in a new code base or rewrite the game again. The one thing I do like is that I do have a different software that I use now that just automatically switches the resolution to a lower resolution, so that it's a little bit, for some reason, like when I switch it to what the game is actually at, it's like 1063 by 768 or something like that. For some reason it doesn't like that, but if I switch it to like 1600 by 900, it's quite good. It's better than what it is right now. when you're trying to play on like a 1080p monitor. Feels like T.W. Adams more lazy. I don't think it's laziness. I think it's stubbornness. I think he learned how to code in Visual Basic in college, and because I'm stubborn about certain things too. So, at this point, I have a certain stubborn. Like I said, that's probably why I'm not getting a lot of 2K26 stuff or any of the mods, because a lot of them are on Modium, and it's just my basic principles and stubbornness to not want to have DRM for mods. And that's probably the same thing there, is he learned a code base to make a game, and he's still successful with it, so why not keep it going? And also, Steam takes the money, so that's why we're not on Steam. Because he used e-license until it literally wasn't, like, profitable anymore, basically. Until it became a little too much of a burden. Ratbag sprint car games. Yeah, did they do... I'd have to look, because I do have it. Did they... What was it, like Saturday Night Speedway, I think it was what it was? Did they do that as well? I can't remember. I have it. I have it on here, and I remember playing it somewhat recently. It was pretty nice. Why is that a... Why? Why is this a thing? I hate it. I hate it. I almost want to change the... sliders so that it doesn't do that, because I really don't like that. Top Spin 2K25. Yeah, like I said, I feel like I'd probably get into one of the tennis games if I cared enough. I might get it just to kind of have it and see. Who knows? Like if it's a good enough game, I might get into it just on the sake of it being a good game. Like I end up watching some soccer related stuff because I started playing PES. Like just in the last year or so, I've been playing a lot of PES 20. I've been trying to figure out which one I'm gonna stick to. I've been kind of switching between PES 6, 13, 17, and 21, which seems to be the consensus on the really good games. And I think I'm mostly sticking to 17, but 13 wouldn't be bad. 13 would probably be good if they actually had a league mode on there. That's unfortunate they don't have a standalone league mode on it, like any of the newer ones or older ones. Saturday Night Speedway. Okay, yeah, it's they also did that. And that looked really good, and I think the career mode on it was also really good too, because I played a few games of it and I was like, oh, this is actually really cool. That was part of my childhood. I didn't even watch a whole lot of sprint cars at the time, but I played a lot of Sprint Cars 1 from Ratbag. How long until Football Manager? I have 2024. I've played a bit of 2024. I will say that. I've done a bit of it. I've been starting way at the bottom. I'm the manager for, I think it's Cook Islands, about as low as you can get. I've had some fun with it. I've had a little bit of fun with it. I feel like it gets a little overwhelming just because that was actually one of the things that led me into Pro Basketball Manager, because it really has that Football Manager feel, but for a sport that I know. Because a lot of the strategies and everything that you would have to implement in Football Manager to be successful, I don't know. I don't really know enough about global football to really do that. I think that's, like I said, that's what kind of led me into, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I committed. Yeah, I heard 26 is really bad, which is a real shame considering they literally cut out 25. They delayed 25 and just canceled it to do 26. And then I think the day that it came out, I saw all the people who were talking about it oh no, it still says Blackbird, son of a bitch. whatever. It's still everything is still Shark, so I don't think I can change that after I've started. Masterclass is terrible release in Masterclass and terrible release management. Yeah. They waited a whole year to get the new game, and then apparently it's so bad. Actively playing his Game Pass is so annoying to deal with the issues. Okay. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of 24. That's something that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll like it as much as, like, say, Pro Basketball Manager, just because I don't know the game as well as basketball. I can do basketball. I've played enough basketball and even some football and hockey to do that. How long was that game? Hour 20? No, but I did a lot of stuff beforehand. But, yeah, we're just going to sim through that. But, hey, that's a dub. Dub's a dub. But, yeah, PES 17. 21 definitely has the most mods that I like, and I wish 17 had a lot of them. But, yeah, PES 17 has played really, really good in my opinion. So that's probably one I'm sticking to. I just have to maybe figure out. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the cider to work. I couldn't get the cider for PES 17 to work. I can get it to work fine in PES 21, but not 17. But I might just get over it because I'm probably looking to maybe doing something with that. I'm not sure. Recruiting wise, did I do the recruiting stuff this week? That doesn't look like it. Where are we at with this? That's real close. That's real close. We're visiting the recruit at home. We're making this happen. I do not have a lot of free time, but we're gonna. Is this the guy? Am I gonna commit to? I need a shooting guard, but I've got a lot of shooting guards on deck. Honestly, I don't think I care as much. Yeah, I think we might send the house. This is closer than I really thought it was going to be. So yeah, we're talking them up. We're talking them up here. What are we at here? I need to change this. I need to change this just a bit here. I mean, I don't think I have all that much. I don't have any free time anymore. We can maybe scout the recruits game. Oh man, I feel like there's better non-world people at this point. That's real sketch too. That's real sketch. We might have to go down to one of the 2-star. We still have some, you know what? We still have some 2-star guys. And we still have some world guys. I might give up on these guys. It's kind of close, but I think we're starting to lose out. And I think my points would be better spent somewhere else. So we're going to get rid of these 2 3-star guys. I believe here we're still number 5, but it is so close. I think I can maybe make it happen. I think I could make it happen. World guys. Anyone still looking at the world guys? No? Okay. Let me look at some of these guys. We'll still do some emails. I can't really talk to them. I don't have the... So we'll at least send out some emails. I don't even have enough points. Let me see. That's a shame because I'm really kind of going all in on the one guy. So, God, that charisma's just not good. Do I want to waste my time with that? 81. I feel like I gotta spend the... How many... We get 3 home visits, don't we? Yeah, I got 3 home visits. Okay, how many weeks are we from signing? I wonder if I could wait on that. Send out some emails and utilize my time because I should have a lot more time. I only got the 1 game. Utilize my time for the next couple weeks to send people. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's real sketch, but I think I can maybe make that happen. I'm not gonna waste a home visit on one of my guys with a C charisma. It's gonna do nothing, and a D scouting. Send some emails, keep the interest going. We'll spend some time and money on okay, I've got just enough points to do this again. So we'll take a look at who the next guy is I'm going to be looking at for him. How close is that? They're starting to pull away. Honestly, I think I've got enough shooting guards at this point. I can probably just let him go. I feel very, very confident one of these 4 shooting guards is coming to us. So game scouting, I think we can scout his game as well. And then, he's out. So we're going to send some emails. I don't remember who all we've sent. We're going to just inundate them with emails to let them know that we still want them around. All right, we got 4 scholarships. I'm hoping we still do one more visit, possibly a campus tour. Okay. Something we have there. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do Seattle. We'll do Seattle before I end it. Cuz that'll probably put us at like just over 2 hours. Let me see where I'm at. 68 compared to 66. Yeah. It was kind of a, what did we win by? We only won by 10. Jesus Christ, 64 to 54. We are something. Red shirts. No, we got it. Would you like to stop? No, we got it figured out. We got all our stuff figured out with that. All right, let me just sim today here because it's not. Take a look at the email real quick. His shooting is actually F. Oh, Lord. Settled on C plus for potential. Intelligence C minus, leaping D. Potential grades out to C plus. Okay. For Tucker, he wants playing time. He wants to be close to home. Offense is a C. Okay. That gets me a slightly better idea. Ooh. Where are we at? How close? We're still so close. We're still closing in. Pretty big on that. Oh boy, it's right there. We gotta wait till next week. Wait. There's a way to do this. Oh, what is it? What is it? Let me save this real quick. Team is out here taking score lines back to pre-shot clock days. Oh, God. Yeah, inundate them with emails. That's We're just sending them some DMs on their X and their Instagram. Hey, just want you to know 2K is working on a college basketball game. Are they working on a full-fledged one? Because I know they were talking about 16 teams next year in NBA 2K. I haven't heard anything about them actually working on a full one. Okay. Is it management? I feel like it's got to be management. Playbooks, injuries, player. No, it's not player meeting. I'm going to figure it out. There's a way to do this. There's a thing in the PS2 version. Yeah, no, don't assist me. I know what I'm doing. Kind of. We're moving up tempo. We're going to keep like relatively tight pressure. I haven't done this yet either. Go for the rebound. Try to crash the boards on offense a little bit more than usual. Yeah, we'll keep to the starters for the most part. Primary defense is man-to-man. Man-to-man. 3-2-1-2-2. Oh, wait. No. Hang on. Where's my three-quarter press? Three-quarter man or... Do they not have three-quarter trap? I can do three-quarter man. After basket. All right. By the way, let me take a look real quick at presentation because we're not getting the... Oh, no, we are getting commentary. Are we? Have I just not been paying attention to the commentary at all too? That's possible. We should move the band music up a little bit. We'll hear a little bit of the band. Crowd chant. We'll get the crowd chant up a little bit. Yeah, menu music we're not going to do. Move that up to 25 to go with that. Crowd sound effects. Yeah, we'll keep a lot of that the way it is, though. Let me make sure everything's kind of what I want it to be. Free throw routines, help text, blah, blah, blah. All right, yeah. Everything else I think is pretty good. Let me save the legacy real quick. Hopefully that saves everything. Something about 16 teams to start, yeah. I think I know within like 3 years or something they want to put like over 100, but we'll see. Is this College Hoops Reborn? Yeah, this is the PS2 version, but it's also my own personal version that I've been working on. So it doesn't quite look like this. It looks very similar, but there's a few things like the College Hoops 2KX, like that replaces whatever College Hoops 2K Reborn is. And there's a few other things, like there wasn't some of like the logos here for like this signing period and all that is different than what's actually in the Reborn mod. There's a way to do so. Is it coaches meeting? It's coaches meeting. Okay. Let me see here. It's Scouting may not be changed after good. Damn. I want more points. Let me have more points. Shit. I want more points now. All right, I'm going to wait till next week, and hopefully that doesn't burn me on my offering up scholarships. Let's see what we get here. Oh, I thought for a second it froze. Oh, it's still Albany. Why is it like that? Why can't I change it? I hate it. Should I stick to all conference for now, or should I move to all American? I don't know. It's really not helping. All conference is really not like a lot of my shots aren't really going in on all conference, so I might stick here for now. Plus, these are games we should win. I hate the fact that for some reason it's glitched and it's not allowing me. I almost should have just restarted. Be like, make sure this glitch doesn't happen. I wonder if it's because I hit the customize option, and now it thinks I want to sit in Albany. Hate it. I want to play in the game I want to play in the building that I actually am supposed to be in. It's much smaller too. Look, now it's full. Why is it full now? Because we won a single game and they're like, all right, we maybe don't suck this year, so we're going to fill the place up. I wish that it actually, because the actual SC Upstate place only fits like 2,000 people. It actually uses like the smallest building that they make in the game. I would have maybe preferred filling up that place first before having something that at least, this still is not a big place because I think it's still, when you look at it, it only goes up so far, so it only sits a few thousand people, but personally, I would have preferred if this thing didn't glitch out on me. Stick with all conference, yeah. That might be just the thing to do. We'll stick to all conference. We'll move up. We can always move up. Come on. Why is this? Why is everyone on my team doing an Angel Reese impression? I think I got to figure out the timing. I think that's my big problem, is there's probably something in the timing that I haven't figured out yet. There's definitely something in the timing of this that I'm sure if I just get that figured out, then I'll be okay. Ugh. Wow. Generally worse than your starting squad. Yeah, the upside is, at the very least, is that I'm playing teams that are worse than me. So I can genuinely figure out the little hitches in this game and still, be able to maybe rack up some wins. Ooh, that is a thick block. Oh my God, why did I do that? I deserve that. I'm going to figure it out. Let me try to spin. I'm going to figure this out at some point. I'm going to get it figured out. I need to figure out, you know what I do need to figure out? I need to figure out if I change the buildings, if I change the arenas in the game, in the edit school, will it change here in the legacy? Because I might just get around that. I might just get around this weird glitch by just changing up the colors and because like I said, very nice thing about the PS2 is being able to just replace textures. It's just a few texture replacements and changing some colors, and boom, we're in SC Upstate. Why didn't you go for it? All right. Hey, look at that. There's a 3. By the way, I'm sure people probably want to know, but if you've seen enough of any of my basketball series, you know that I'm a real sucker for whatever reason for the FIBA ball. Whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but I really like the design of the FIBA ball, which is why that's what I ended up changing it to. I hit the wrong button. I'm too used to X being steel. I probably could have done is there, I don't think there's like any sort of like, there's not really like a known, I mean, there was always been like independent basketball leagues, but I don't think there's like a known independent basketball league like on the same vein as like the XFL for football. Because like there used to be, I think it's like the IBA. I know of like the basketball, or I think it's like the basketball league, like Premier Basketball League. ABA ball probably would have been my next pick. But I don't think there's really like a super well known, since the ABA was a thing. I know of the IBA only because there was a Des Moines team. And the Des Moines team ended up winning like one of the last championships they had in like 2000.
Oh, thank you. They switched the D from zone to with the crossover.
I don't know how, for some reason, when Vern says man to man in the PS3 360 version, it's relatively unhinged. And I feel like somehow the PS2 commentary version of Vern saying man-to-man is somehow even more unhinged. God damn it all. Just put it in. What? What in the Kwame Brown was that? Dude. Dude! I'm just going to take a sip of my water real quick. I just want that to sink in. I just really feel like just letting that sink in for a second. How many was that? 5, 6 before it finally went in? It's rough out here. It's rough out here. This is not worthy of an instant replay. That was... People get clowned on TikTok if you showed that. That is not like, oh man, take a look at this instant replay. Oh my, oh, stupid ass goaltending. Will I still get my stuff if I turn off? Do they not? Oh, I can't turn it off, can I? They have goaltending, but they don't separate goaltending and basket interference. So I still have to deal with that crap. PS2, PS3, doesn't matter. I still have to deal with craptastic goaltending. Craptastic basket interference calls. Just double team him. I'm hitting the button. Lord. You know, this is another thing that I considered, and I hate the fact that it really doesn't have a lot of the customization that MVP 07 has, but there was bits and pieces where I considered playing MVP 07, like, because I'm like, well, you could do the same thing in MVP 07 that you can do here, where you can like edit all the schools names and stuff. You can even edit the logos. So like if you just want to put in like a completely custom logo in game, they have that. I thought that was pretty cool. Personally, if it was a little bit better, MLB 2K5 wouldn't be bad. And considering that was probably one of the last like decent MLB 2Ks. Your Bigs started playing this month. Did they? Oh, they started. Yeah, they learned how to play. This is oh fuck, what's his name? Who was it? I don't think he's still playing for the Raptors. I think he might actually still be playing for the Raptors. Oh damn it. Who was the dude? I think he's like their number 2 guy now. The African dude who literally started playing, like, who didn't even play competitive basketball until like at least 16. Like he had to like teach himself basketball. He's one of the better Toronto guys now. He was at least there when they won the title. God damn it. Just MVP 05. I do have MVP. I think I do have it installed. I think I do have it installed. I just haven't worked so much on it in quite a while. That was a Kwame Brown moment. Like a true, not oh my Lord. This is something. Siakam, yes, Pascal Siakam. That's what I was thinking. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. I was like, I was about to say it started with an S. I couldn't remember. Oh my God. Oh, my God. Just dunk it. Just dunk it. You got to dunk that shit. Holy shit. We're still at this point. Oh, no. Oh, no. Get over there. Oh, they make that for some reason. Oh, my God. This team. Let's work on shot selection a little bit, huh? I think we should work a little bit on shot selection. What is this? This is worse than that frustration. That just gives me that frustration worse than the PS3. PS3 version had a version of this as well, but not nearly as bad. This is bad. On the bright side, one of the bright sides I can say is that our rebounding at any point when I was playing 2K8 god awful. I will say our rebounding has been very on point in this game. PS3 version why did you do that? No, I had to pass out of that shot. That wasn't gonna work. I don't know why he turned his back to the basket. Such a wide open three that we probably would have made. Ended up with it turning into a turnaround fadeaway three that would not have worked. We got one. We got one out of it. I'm not going to complain too hard. Is he in Indiana? Okay, I thought he was still in Toronto. He's in Indiana. Okay. I guess I should say that. Like I knew he was in Toronto when they won the title. I thought he was still in Toronto. I guess he's not. Am I thinking of Van Vliet, or did he move on too? Is Van Vliet still in Toronto? I don't remember. Hey, it's a long two, but it's two. I don't know why I didn't remember that Siakam's in Indiana. I watched the finals. I guess I just don't remember him. He also left for Houston. Okay. It's kind of like with football. I mostly just pay attention to the Vikings. I mostly just pay attention to the Magic.
Number 21 dumps it down low. Number 23 dumps it to the middle.
Sure, let's make that one. Let's make that one. Fucking double contested layup. Sure. Why not? Let's make that one. I shouldn't complain too much because he actually made it. But Jesus H. Christ, when you don't make the previous 50 from literally 0 feet. I just... did he really leave that long ago? Jesus Christ, I am no good at this. This is why I do a lot of... You know why? This is what you want to know. One of the big reasons why I do a lot of custom league stuff, because I don't hardly remember people who are actually in the league anymore.
Dumps it off. Slides in. Finishes with the soft touch. What determination. Taking it up strong. Right through the teeth of the defense. Number 21 with the pump fake. Dumps it on.
I get most of my NBA news at this point through memes. If it's something that ends up as a meme, I'll know about it.
Fires the three. Number 30 goes way up to get that rebound. South Carolina.
Like I ended up getting a tweet about the Nico Harrison thing. So I know about Nico Harrison.
Left side.
Which was funny because I saw a thing from NBA Centel who called it like a while back. And someone just went, he has to have inside sources at the NBA.
And he'll get 2 shots in the line. Number 14 will leave the floor. And he's
Easier to keep track of these things when you don't have a job. I can't even say that because I have a fair amount of downtime at my job. I have enough downtime at my job that if I wanted to remember certain things about players, I would.
to the rim. Gently drops it in. Teaching them a lesson. That's how to make
Then I end up spending my time on I end up just spending more time on like wrestling
10 points.
despite the fact that I hardly actually watch it at this point. I get people now that it is one of those things now that, you know, they say, "Oh, do you still watch wrestling?" It's like, barely. I keep track through like YouTube and Twitter. I keep track via highlights on social media at this point. Mavs hired a dude who Curry pitched to try to bring him to 90. Do you see the gambling scandal? I did. I did see the gambling scandal. Oh, come on. Was he pushing off of him? Is that what they called? I have to see. what they called that on. I have to look. I think that's a flop. That's a flop. I call flop. That man did not get pushed. Look at that. Look at that. Maybe a little bit, but attempt to kill the fan base. That's another thing I've heard quite a bit about is, yeah, just how much the ratings have been going down. This is how I end up keeping track of most sports is through like video essays of people who pay attention a lot more than I do. I keep track of a lot of like new baseball stuff through like baseball video essays and hockey stuff that way too. And NASCAR especially, because I don't really watch NASCAR, but like not so much anymore at all, but I still know quite a bit about what's going on in NASCAR. I know a lot of people very upset about the championship that happened. I don't know if it was, I think Hamlin got robbed is what I heard. I don't know. I feel like it's a pipe dream to assume that they'll ever go back to the old formats, full season format. But who knows? There you go. You know, it'd be kind of interesting. Oh, he tried to swipe. Come here. Set the screen. All right. Bro! Why? What is your malfunction? How is this a thing? How are you so bad? Yeah, that's another thing too. Is like there's so many new guys, I can't hardly name any of the people on the grid anymore. Oh my God, what was that? What? He had him. I believe in NBA 2K you would call that smothered. He was smothered. And for some reason still made it. Greens don't even exist in this game. You son of a bitch. You absolute motherfucker. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about NASCAR 25. I don't know if I'll buy it right away because I know they just had the PC game release. I might wait for it to be on sale, but there's a good chance I'm going to buy it because I actually really enjoyed NASCAR Heat 5 because I hadn't bought a NASCAR game before that since like, Jesus, Inside Line. I hadn't bought it at any of the like the monster games versions until like NASCAR Heat 5. Hey, look at that. Someone can put it in. Yeah, all the NASCAR guys now. There is no there's not really any Dale Earnhardt's or Jimmy Spencer. Jimmy Spencer's were fun. Having a Jimmy Spencer's is fun. Having a Robbie Gordon is fun. They don't have a Jimmy Spencer or a Robbie Gordon. At this point, I don't think even Logano even is what people know Logano to be. I don't even think he's what 10 years ago Logano was. We're down by 4. We might not even hit 60. Heat 5 got so much hate, yeah, for being Heat 4.5. I do know from when I bought Heat 5 that it was basically just 4.5, but I didn't have 4, so I thought, let me just buy 5. And this was also during COVID, and my roommate had just gotten COVID. And so this is at the point where they weren't allowing you to go anywhere for like 2 weeks. So I was off work for 2 weeks, and I just played the shit out of NASCAR Heat 5. So that's probably why I got so much playing time in. But I also really enjoyed it too. So yeah, if it plays decently similar, the only thing I don't like is that in comparison to like Dirt to Daytona, it didn't allow you to have like a team that carried its money from like the lesser leagues over. Like you had to basically start over. And it's like, yeah, but one of the nice things about like Dirt to Daytona was that you could hold off on doing like a car until you get a little bit more money and you can actually have a really good car set up right away rather than just having a really crap car. Golf still has John Daly. Yeah, the fact that he's still around. I remember when Ignition came out, man. Oh my God. The amount of cope that came out from Ignition. I'm probably going to lose this game, which I shouldn't, but we'll see what happens. Oh. Hey! Oh my God. That animation was so jank. I was so worried for a second that it wasn't going to go. I was like, "Oh no. This isn't going in, is it?" 25, thankfully, everything they wanted Heat to be, but better Ooh, that's okay. That's convincing me. Because, yeah, a lot of the people who, really are like the people who are big into NASCAR games, most people hated Ignition. Everyone eventually hated Ignition, but there were a couple guys that really held water for Ignition 21 that I won't trust their opinion on, but the people whose opinions I kind of do trust say that 25 is good, so I think that's something I'm probably going to end up getting. With your guys' inside scoring, yeah, no shit, man. How is my big man so bad? There has to be some weird thing with that. And it didn't have, obviously, NASCAR stuff, but SRX, who are made by the same people as the Heat games. SRX was really good, too. I like that. Even if it was mostly just a couple sprint cars and trucks and then SRX. So, like, the career progression didn't make a ton of sense, but I really liked. Weird thing you're referring to. Yeah, USC Upstate. I mean, not the worst team. I really wanted. I think Citadel probably would have been the other potential option. And now knowing the fact that I'm playing in goddamn Albany, I probably would have just picked Citadel because Citadel was actually worse than USC Upstate last year. I went through. You can go through like Basketball Reference and see everybody and their fuck. You can see everybody and their full lineup. So yeah, it was originally between USC Upstate and Citadel. And yeah, I probably, now knowing that for some reason it's kicked me over to Albany to play in, I probably would have just picked Citadel. Never made an NCAA tournament. Well, actually, maybe they fit a little bit. Citadel, I think, has. I think Citadel at one point was actually half decent, if I remember right. Because I think there was a point, like, in the 2000s, they were actually decent. I remember Citadel being at least a tournament team. Should have coached Chicago State. I don't think Chicago State was available. Otherwise, I probably would have. Ah. Yeah, I think Chicago State was also really, really bad too. Hey, we're making the dunks now. All right, now we need some defense. We are 2 points down. We are making the comeback. Chicago State. Are they an HBCU? I don't know why I'm just assuming that because Chicago. I would assume they probably are. They got a couple different HBCUs, I think, in Chicago. USC Upstate's entire athletic identity looks like they copied it. Yeah. Honestly, that might be kind of the Citadel, I kind of forget that it was a Carolina-based team because they had very much had Chicago style to like their logo and everything, and colors and everything too. Oh, it's not technically but spiritually? Okay. I think Grambling was a potential one on there, but I think that's what kept me from doing it. It's like, well, I've already done Grambling. Plus, I probably... It would be I don't know how the how the world recruits work in the PS2 version, but doing Grambling when I played the last one and just having a bunch of white Europeans at an HBCU, I mean, definitely something. All right, you've done the pick, now do the roll. I guess it worked. One of only 3 to have played since the first NCAA tournament to still never make one, too. I think if Maine was available, I probably would have picked Maine. I'm kind of surprised because Maine really hasn't gotten any better than they were in this game originally. So I'm kind of surprised that Maine... I don't think Maine was an option. That probably would have been a nice one, too, considering I don't think Maine's never been there either. I don't know how long they've been around, though. Let's just do a long 2. Points are points. Every tennis team at HBCU is like 80% white. God, that makes me... you know what? That makes me want to know... That makes me want to know how many because they can't have a lot of them, but I want to know how many HBCUs have hockey teams. There can't be a lot of them. There's probably like a couple of them, like a Chicago-based one, maybe a Detroit-based one. A lot of the HBCUs I know are in the South, but I'm sure there's got to be like a couple of Michigan-based ones that maybe have a hockey team that isn't just an intramural thing. That was very nice. Maine got replaced. They did not. I do know that Maine exists in this. Maine did not get replaced in the mod. So they're also a team that I could play. Hopefully, I'll be better than than playing Maine by next season. There is a single HBCU hockey team, Tennessee State. 2023.
Defensive reaction changed the trajectory. That's what great defenses do. Contested
I'm kind of surprised it isn't like Michigan. Because I have to feel like there's a Michigan. There's definitely Michigan HBCUs. And I feel like if there was one state that was going to do it, it was going to be them. Minnesota, maybe. I don't know how many. I don't think there's like any historic HBCUs in Minnesota, though.
They were giving him that shot and he couldn't get it down. Tough miss there.
Oh. What the hell? I mean, we were a little bit late, but I feel like in any 2K game, they would have considered that. They would have considered that very, very contested. Of course, we never get the end one.
Easy call on that one. It was pretty obvious he got hit on the release. The Bulldog.
States at large, yeah, most of them. Yeah, most of them are not there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know they're mostly in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. They're mostly in the southern states. Tennessee. You okay, ref? You okay? No? Okay. Can I hit him and jar him out of his spot? Oh, that was sketch.
Number 3 brings it up the floor. He's shooting 33% from beyond the arc. Pass, right wing. Tries to post him up.
Oh, they're getting the double team. Oh, okay, good.
But the possession arrow pointing to the offense. And they'll keep gives the up fake.
Come on. Get on over here. Good enough. Why didn't you cut to the basket? Lord. Oh, my God. Honestly, if there's three things that would make, like I said, I've always said would make a new college basketball game great is an uptick in presentation, an uptick in post play. And I think now, because it's so intuitive in the new games, especially in the newest ones, the upgraded pick and roll controls and pick and fade and all that jazz. Definitely the pick controls also need to be put in there with presentation and post play as stuff that got massively better that make me hopeful for a new College Hoops 2K. All right, what do we got? Honestly, I think honestly, what's kind of funny is I think the PS2 versions of oh my God, I did it again. I made a really bad pass that was right next to me, and then he just took it out of my hands. A lot of HBCUs are going to close of it. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them aren't like super big. Yeah. We'll see. Come on. There you go. Updated controls and be a 2K level creative team. Yeah, that'd be... I don't even need like anything upgraded from 2K, honestly. Like as far as creative team, I think they do a perfectly good job with that. Oh my God, that was a dumb pass. I think they do a great job of that. They are slightly better than NHL. NHL would be probably the next best in that department. Still have a good amount of freedom there in creativity. Bring in the EA facility upgrades, naming stuff on campus as well. It'd be great. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think they're doing that in like they did a lot of like owner mode type stuff in Maximum Football. That's one of the things that also made me think like, man, they really, if they nail down the gameplay, it really is one of those things that they nail down the gameplay in Maximum Football, because they really owner moded the hell out of their franchise, and that's really, really nice. Like I said, they nailed down the jank gameplay and smoothed that out. God damn it. Then they're looking USC Upstate's home court seats 878. Yeah, it's the usual USC Upstate home court is like in this game, it's quite small. It's the smallest one that they have. $2K gets the edge with the uploading logos. Yeah. I really, really wish, because I heard, I almost considered NCAA football this year. I didn't get college football this year. But one of the things that would have gotten it to me is there was a heavy rumor that they were having Team Builder, but then they were also doing like in-game create a team. Because like that was a prevailing rumor for NCAA football 15 that they were going to do, is they were going to have the sort of creativity like they have in this and like NBA 2K and all that, to change up like, you know, uniforms and teams and all that stuff. I guess not even here. This really is like a little bit different, but like NBA 2K level version of customization with teams and such. They really made it sound like they were going to try. I don't know how much I buy it because it's EA, but yeah, they made it sound like NCAA Football 15 was actually going to be really good for customization. And then there was a prevailing rumor that 26 would potentially have something like that, and then it never came to fruition. And honestly, at this point, I would just as much assume that it won't, because it's EA. Oh, no, that's my center. Yeah, he almost made that, too. He almost made that. Still up by 2. It's still fine. We're still good. Yeah, my high school gym was bigger, too. My old high school gym. They have now since built a new school after I graduated. That definitely is bigger. But, yeah, even my old high school gym fit more people. Yeah, I heard the team builder is okay, but, yeah. Oh! Replacing a team's work still over a decade. Is it just, yeah, straight up replacing of teams? It's, yeah, I imagine that's what it is. Oh my God, why do you have to be so bad? What was that pass? We're going to throw this away. Don't throw this away, boys. Come on. Come on, boys. Do not throw this away. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, if he somehow made that for whatever ungodly reason. Ooh, all right, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. We're going to reset. We're going to do something, pick and roll. Works about as good as it usually does. No, you had it. You had it. You were so open. Son of a bitch. People want slop and they should receive. They certainly are. You are certainly receiving it. Oh, let's go. Let's go, big man. Get down the court. Oh, he's so slow and lumbering, but he made it. So slow and lumbering, but by God, he put it in. Oh, the big instant replay. Look how focused he looks. You placed in Mexico State or something from Montana. Everyone's proximity to home is completely jacked up. Oh, boy. Does it just not really factor in where the replacement team is at? Do it. Do it. Yes! Let's go. Dagger. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to start celebrating yet. We're only up by 5. I have thrown away games with bigger leads in this same amount of time before as well. All right. Let's slow the tempo down. Let's use all 35 seconds. Let's use all 35 seconds. Ooh. Goodness. All right. What is this dance that they're doing?
Number 3 gives a little pump fake. Only a few seconds left of the shot.
Come on. Hit it.
Fires the 3.
Oh! Let's go! Woo! We're doing it. We're doing it.
South Carolina State carries it up. It looks like they've run out of time.
It's a real lowly team here. 2 really god-awful teams.
Number 30 feeds it to the middle.
Oh, let's go.
Read that pass.
Let's go.
Number 10 dishes it inside.
Oh, damn it. Whatever. Who cares?
Missing layups are going to get him a quick trip to the bench, Vern.
No good. Boom.
Length of the court. Missed it. There's the buzzer.
An actual clutch bucket. You're damn right.
68-60. It was an interesting contest.
Holy crap. They remembered how to play basketball at just the right time.
Pontiac game-changing performance.
Woo.
Thanks, Vern, and welcome everyone to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel with
I feel like I have to change that because obviously like the new obviously like that's a new thing. Like that's a new graphic for the Reborn mod. But even if they do Pontiac game-changing performance, I should have it be something else. Pontiac hasn't existed in 15 years. Is it still? Yeah. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Studios. Greg Gumbel. Now, let's go back
Uh.
to Quiz and Bill Raftery.
Okay, thanks, Greg. This is Vern Lundquist for Tracy Wilson and
Oh, very nice. All right. Despite everything, this has been somehow better than my Kansas City start. Despite how ungodly awful we were at shooting. All right, let's take a look at what are we looking at here. What are we looking at? That looks very, very close. UMBC, USCU. They got 1 scholarship offer. We got it. We're sending the house. We're sending the house. I think we're doing it. We're sending the house. We're taking them. We're doing it. We're phoning them. We're phoning them. We're offering them a scholarship. Let's go. Oh boy. Oh, but we're fighting. We're fighting. How are we looking here? Looking all good here. How are we looking here? It's getting close. All right. We pretty much got this guy in the bag. At the very least, we got a backup. We at least got a backup, a 2-star backup. So, yeah, I don't even think I'm going to worry too much here other than offer him a scholarship. I think same thing. No, we kind of need a little bit more for him. We're going to offer him a scholarship as well. I think one of these small forwards, because we need a small forward. God, we're so close on that, dude. I mean, I think we're going to have at least a shooting guard. One of these 2 small forwards. Let's take a chance on this guy. All right. We'll keep talking to the other dudes, but yeah, we're not going as crazy with it. We're going to make sure that you guys send your emails for the week too. All right. I think we pretty much got that guy. This is, did we cross over? We crossed over. Crossed over to 1. All right. We're walking away with it. We're walking away with a 2-star shooting guard. Almost for sure. Our center, that's going to be a little bit something. There's a dating simulator. Yeah, we're going to keep some guys on the back burner. We'll keep some guys on the back burner, but right now we're going to keep a guy in our pocket, but we're not going to worry too much. Ooh, we got to do good. Oh, we're at Bethune-Cookman. So we're not even going to be there for the campus visit. Also, crazy thing about this is that the campus visits work for this. This is this I believe is a PS3 and 360 glitch. Is you can't do campus visits on Sundays. You can't do campus visits if you have a Sunday game. I believe that's a PS3 360 glitch, if I remember right, because I remember having to look at the god freaking calendar. Looking at old calendars to make sure that I didn't book Sunday games. So it's nice to see that this glitch wasn't in this version of the game. What do we got? Pretty evenly matched. They're a 71. All right, so we're a little bit worse off. The Devs went to BYU. It's the Lord's Day. We're not gonna do it. Here's the update. Priority 2 being close to home. Feeling wanted. Oh, we're making Morissette feel wanted. We're making you feel wanted, buddy. Don't you worry. I'm liking how this is turning out. This has been kind of nice so far. I like this. I can keep going with this game. Like I said, gameplay is a little bit jankier than the PS3 version, but I'm pretty okay with it. Yeah, so looks like we'll get a campus visit. Do I have this? I'm gonna dump this real quick. I don't know if I have this. I'm gonna dump it. I might make that campus visit look a little bit nicer next time around. But either way, still pretty good. Good start. I think people have been pretty okay with this game, and like I said, it's not quite the PS3 360 version, but PS2 version is still quite good, and there's a lot. The base game is still pretty, especially with the recruiting, is still pretty much the exact same. So it's pretty nice in that regard. I think if it was a lot worse, I probably wouldn't consider it. But once you kind of get used to the little nagging things inside the PS2 version of the game, it still does. It's still a pretty damn good game of basketball. It's still pretty good. Maybe not aged as well as the PS3 version, but I've made my opinions known about even that I'm not big on the PS3 version of how it plays. So, either way, there you go. So that is Legacy here. This will probably keep going with this. Honestly, I imagine people are probably going to like this. So I'll probably keep going with this. We're 2-0, which is already better than I think USC Upstate is in real life. So, and I think better than they were up until like January in real life last year. So things are going pretty well. I'm liking this, so I think I'll probably keep going with this. I think by the next time I do this, I have a feeling that people will be pretty okay with me keeping going this. So I appreciate you guys being here. Fair amount of people, I gotta say. We've done a pretty good amount of people with between Twitch and YouTube. So I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, numbers still IRL 3-1. Ooh. Okay, so last year they were bad. Who knows how they do this year, but either way, we'll see. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys being a part of this. I appreciate you guys, being a part of the conversation and liking the stream as well. And hopefully people who maybe weren't here would be interested in it as well. And we can keep this going, because why not? So thank you. And anyone who watches this on YouTube as well on the VOD, I appreciate you watching as well. And I will see all of you guys next time.